Okay, so today we're going to dive into a great piece from Solopreneur Code that answers a question I think we've all asked. Why do some of our digital products just flop? And more importantly, what should we be building instead?
Oh man, it is just a gut-wrenching feeling, right? You spend all this time and energy, you pour your heart into creating something, you hit that publish button, and then you just hear crickets. It is literally the creator's worst nightmare. And look, if that sounds familiar, I just want you to know you are so not alone. It's a super frustrating, super common problem that trips up a ton of us when we're trying to build something online. This right here, this is the core idea. It's the big mindset shift we all need to make. Your product doesn't sell because it's pretty or because you worked hard on it. It sells because it solves a real, painful, and super specific problem for somebody. This is the key to, well, everything.
And listen, the market is definitely not the issue. The digital product industry is a multi-trillion-dollar space. Trillions. And it's still growing. So the opportunity is absolutely massive. You just got to approach it the right way. Here's the thing you have to understand. Your customers are drowning in free content. They do not need another PDF to sit in their downloads folder forever. What they actually want, what they're paying for, is a transformation. They're looking for a solution, a real key that unlocks a problem they have right now.
All right, so with that big idea of problem solving front and center, let's walk through the 5 most common traps that creators fall into. If you can spot these, you can avoid them.
First up, a total classic, the generic journal. You've seen them, I've seen them, they're beautiful, they have nice prompts, but here's the honest truth. Pretty doesn't pay the bills. The market is just flooded with these things that don't actually do anything. So the pivot, the smart move, is to stop selling a journal and start selling a result. It's all about designing your product around a specific transformation that someone is already looking for.
And check these out. These are some perfect examples. See how specific they are? A journal to reduce anxiety, one for getting over a breakup, one for fitness tracking. Every single one promises a clear, tangible outcome. That's what sells. Okay, trap number 2 is a big one. Creating products around these really vague, feel-good phrases. Like an ebook on how to live your best life. It sounds nice, but what does it even mean? It's impossible to sell because it's not specific. And the reason it fails is pretty simple. It's just not relatable. There's no clear pain point. So the fix? You have to get painfully specific. Instead of live your best life, what about a time management guide for first-time freelance writers? See the difference? That specificity is everything. All right, on to trap number 3, generic templates. I mean, who doesn't love a good template, right? They save so much time, but that word generic, that is the absolute kiss of death for sales. Think about it. A social media template pack is way too broad. Who's it for? But what about Instagram Reel templates for wedding photographers? Boom! The right person sees that and immediately thinks, oh my gosh, that was made for me. That's the feeling you're going for. Now, this next trap is a sneaky one. A paid community. It sounds awesome, right? Recurring revenue, building a tribe. But if there's no clear, unifying purpose, it's just going to fizzle out, and fast. An aimless community just feels like another noisy Facebook group that no one pays attention to. But a community built around a shared mission, that is so powerful. Imagine a group where every single member is working toward hitting their first $1,000 on Etsy. That shared goal creates amazing energy and value. And our final trap is creating stock media. Photos or videos, without a specific audience in mind. Your creative skills might be amazing, but just throwing more content onto the giant pile that's already out there, it's just not going to get you noticed. I mean, there are tons of free options out there, right? Your only real advantage is to get super, super specific. So instead of lifestyle photos, create a bundle of photos specifically for Black-owned beauty brands, or vertical video clips specifically for wellness coaches on TikTok. You're solving a marketing problem for them. Okay, so we've talked a lot about what not to do. But, just avoiding those traps is really only half the story. Now let's kind of zoom out and look at the big picture strategy that successful products are actually built on. A great product really stands on 3 pillars. First, product market fit. This means you know exactly who you're serving and what problem you're solving for them. It's so dialed in, it feels like you're reading their minds. Second, you have to grow your own audience.
Relying on a marketplace is like building your house on someone else's land. You need your own email list, your own followers, so you're in control. And third, be strategic, not random. This means you stop creating what you feel like making and you start creating what your audience needs. You shift from just being an artist to being a problem solver. I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's all about that shift. Moving from being focused on yourself as the creator to being focused on your customer. That is what separates the products that sell from the ones that don't.
Okay, let's bring it all home. How do you build something that actually sells in a market that feels so crowded?
Here's your checklist. Before you create anything new, just run through this. Am I focused on a specific problem for a specific person? Am I offering a real transformation or just more information? And am I building my own audience so I can talk to them directly? If you can check all these boxes, you are on a great path. And I want to leave you with this thought from Katarina Fake. It's so true. Success here isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart on the right things. It's about being strategic. So the real question isn't, what can I build? It's, whose life can I make a little bit better? Your next amazing product isn't a file or a download. It's a transformation. So go find that person who needs it and build them that bridge to get them where they want to go.